Today is Sunday, and we're doing a reading for the solar plexus chakra, and the mantra for the solar plexus chakra is I can. So whenever you need to remind yourself of what you're capable of, whenever you need to tap into your inner willpower, you tell yourself, I can do this, I can do anything, I can handle this. You know, that's how you start that mantra off, right? So the fortune for today is keep your plans secret for now. That means keep your mouth closed. Don't tell anybody what you're planning on doing. Keep it to yourself. Hush. Okay? So let's start this reading off. Let's see what information would benefit us today regarding our solar plexus chakra. Your solar plexus, again, is about your willpower. These cards are still new, so some of them are stuck together. The urge to put them down and shuffle them like some playing cards. Matter of fact, let's do that. Let's see. One card, please. Home. Okay. Something regarding the home life. And then on top we have the insight card, understanding, awakening, awareness, and self-evaluation. So maybe some of us are doing some self-evaluation. And then the home card, it just says shelter, safety, nurturing, and warmth. And this can be your physical home or your body. You know, your body is the only home that you cannot move out of for the duration of your life. That's the only home that you have for the rest of your life, your body. Speaking from a spiritual sense, that's the home that your spirit lives in, right? So we have eternal union, new love is forming, and then we have love and light, act with care. Eternal union, I feel like this is union within self. A lot of union cards or union messages are about the union of you and another person. But because I don't read into twin flame or soulmate energy like that, for me, this card came out again. I just did a reading or attempted to do a reading and that card came out. And then this card was on top the last time also. And then this card says ability to see larger patterns in pictures. The ability to see the larger pattern or the larger picture. So let's go with what we have right here so far. So I'm feeling like there's a need to come into union within oneself. This is, again, this is not about another person coming into union with another person. This is union within oneself, union between one's masculine and feminine energy within oneself. And again, that's why I was describing the home card as being your home, your inner world. The place that you cannot escape until you're no longer present in the 3D realm, right? And so some of us are feeling or experiencing some loneliness because we've not come into union within ourselves. If you haven't come into oneness within yourself, if you haven't come into that love, you know how you're searching for love on your path. We get caught up in the spiritual community and twin flame and soulmates and all of that, and we think this love is something outside of us, and we experience loneliness because we're pursuing love outside of ourselves. But this is saying to us today, tap into that love within yourself. And if you have not gotten to that place, it's here to let you know that new love is forming for that eternal union within yourself. And this card says no trust in one's own inner wisdom. And again, that's about coming into oneness with self and learning how to love and trust yourself. And when you aren't in that space, it can definitely lead to feeling loneliness. And when you feel lonely, you start looking for things outside of you to take up space and fill that void. So we have compassion. And it says compassion is the warmth of the soul. Give it to yourself and others. And then we have compassion again. So somebody need to give themselves some compassion, right? And have some confidence in themselves. I didn't even know this deck had 2 compassion cards. But the fact that it came out twice. Give it to yourself and others. That's what I'm noticing on this first card. Give it to yourself first before you can give it to somebody else. And then this one says, embrace others' differences, accept your own imperfections. So I feel like this message today, this solar plexus message for us today is about tapping into ourselves, coming into union within yourself, having some love and some compassion for yourself. Because a lot of times what we do is give away our power to other people by giving them the love and the nurturing and the care and all of our energy and our giving them our currency versus giving it to ourselves. So this reading is about pumping the brakes on that and pouring back into yourself for once, giving yourself some compassion, giving yourself some love. And that will kind of dispel some of that loneliness that may be lingering around. And we have the 8 of Spades, which is about power, like self-power, power within yourself. And then on the top, we have the 10 of Hearts, which is about personal and social success. But let's take this card and read the energy of the 8 of Spades first. It says overcoming obstacles through will. Again, that willpower. So this is about having that strong will within yourself to overcome this loneliness by putting love and nurture into yourself, right? And then it talks about power through work. So that means being able to get things done. Victory. So having victory in an area of your life. It also can relate to heavy burdens that you may be experiencing. And that's another reason that sometimes people can feel loneliness, because they feel like they just have so much that they carry and no one gets them and no one understands them and no one offers to help them. And then obtaining material fulfillment. So we always like to hear that, right? One last card and then we're going to close this reading out. I think one last card. No, I have another deck that I want to pull from. So 2 more cards and then we're going to close this reading out. This card came up again a couple days ago. So we have the Ram, which is strength, sacrifice, and leadership. And then the Passage. And I feel like once you start to pour that love back into yourself, tap into your own strength, tap into your own leadership, the ability to lead yourself, a passage is going to open up for you that leads to something that you've been searching for. I can't say what that passage is, what that door is that's opening for you, because it's different for everyone. But it's a full circle moment, whatever it is, because we have the Shaman card, the Circle of Life. I give you my blessing to accomplish your quest. So it's like your higher self is saying to you, you have permission to love on yourself, to focus on yourself. And as you do that, a path is going to open up for you. And whatever that path is, you know, maybe it's not for me to know, because we started off this reading by saying keep your plans a secret for now. So I'm not going to dig into it anymore. You know what fits you. You know what your circumstances are. You know what you are pursuing. So this is telling you focus on yourself. And that's going to open up the doors for you to get to whatever it is that you're pursuing. Focus on yourself. Give yourself some love. Give yourself a lot of compassion, because we got the compassion card here twice. Give yourself a whole lot of compassion. Give yourself some grace. And then give it to others. But first, for now, focus on yourself. Okay? That's all I have for you today. If this message resonated, I invite you to give this video a like. Consider subscribing to the channel. Leave a comment. Chop it up with me in the comments if you want to. And if you would like to support the channel, check the link in my bio, and I will talk to y'all tomorrow. Peace.